Nyantechwa emre am discover for Europe akoma abusuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer easy convenient fast and sounds so free won't you hwe me discover ye mapim tap send Intienne also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free na first ka komo abusuafo wo Ghana afa na nyina tap send papa no
check now. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo nani etena ka mu kwanten akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se wo benya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo wo so to mfa akosika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota la pass ekosinsa Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pebia. So wo koton ko ade a ene bebia wo se wo tumwa eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto. Or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Anyways, we are ready to go, and this is Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. How was your weekend? Our weekend was full of work, flying in and out of Kumasi or Sacrum for the Kumasi invasion. Shatta, Wale, Medikal, J-Bad, Asaka, as well as Brino. And once again, history was made in Kumasi. Charlie, Kumasi people chilly. Hey! Kumasi really can chill. Now, I think I can trust Kumasi. Because the same rate that was charged in Takrady, or better still, Secondly, we saw increased numbers in Sacrum, Kumasi, to be specific. And we want to say big ups to all of you guys for making it happen. But we are back. And whilst we are back, we'll be doing the reviews of what transpired in Kumasi. And again, we'll be talking about some of the running stories in our showbiz industry here in Ghana, Africa, and the world at large. We'll be talking about that. And we want you to be part of it. So remember, and to the people in America, especially when we get to that story, that is the Super Bowl, you guys will be sharing some information with us, because I know America was hot, Arizona to be specific. Everybody was just trying to be there. If you have what it takes, if you have what it takes, if you belong to the class, then you have to be at the Super Bowl. It was great. Now this time around, the halftime was done by Rihanna, and what we saw, wow. We'll be talking about that. Someone says we shouldn't say when we are going to do something like this in Ghana. We should only enjoy the performance. And I said, yes, whilst enjoying the performance, we can still learn a thing or two from it. And that is going to be a part of our show. Then in South Africa, one of Africa's favorite rappers, aka, has been shot dead, and so many stories around it. I'll be asking my people what they think about it, what they have also heard, and what they have seen, and what the stories are saying so far. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm going to be doing this with all my panel members. You can see Roland Amate already in your shot. He is an event publicist. He's a blogger, talent manager, ready to do the do here on the show. Then in the middle, man like Intim Dode Solomon, you can simply call him Chemo. Chemo is also here, our online manager at Flex Entertainment Limited, and also a digital content strategist. And Kojokin, your favorite artist, Kojokin, is also here, and he is also sitting in as a pundit today here on Showbiz Daily on Sammy Flex TV. Chemo, how was the weekend here in Accra? We were in Osekrom. How was it? Did we have some major? Okay, I think there was a Kwabna event.
Yeah, Kwabna events, but apart from that, I think most of the entertainment platforms they were discussing Uramani.
It's one of my stories.
Was the topic of the day.
Jamo is one of my stories. Maybe you have to look at it.
Yeah.
So you talk about what you want to. I'll ask all of you guys some questions about it. Yeah.
So weekends, apart from the Kwabna one, I didn't hear or see any major events going on. Yeah, but the Kwabna one was like everywhere. Well, when you take that one out, the rest was Uramani getting it to what. It was calm. And
okay.
Yeah. I think the weekend was just okay. Apart from the media people also saying their views on what happened.
Okay, so Uramani's issue, we've seen the first angle where internet was chasing him left, right, and center. Did you pay attention to his interview on Peace FM?
Yes.
And what do you think about it? One of our listeners, Adelaide, she is in the US of A. She called me. She said, "Hey, Sammy, I listened to your boy on Peace FM, and why was he mad like that?" I told her I'm not too sure why he was mad, but I was not in Accra, so she should wait for me to come and find out what really transpired. But what do you also think about it, honestly?
Yeah, I think Mani saw what they wanted to do to him. They wanted to ridicule him. They wanted to say he's nobody. They wanted to say he doesn't have what it takes to even sit on TV or on radio.
To talk.
Yeah, to talk. And I think he saw it and decided to also fight them back on that level. Well, because from the beginning, I think he spoke well. He
started well.
He started really, really well. Like apologizing and saying that, yes, he has realized his mistake, and going forward, I think he can do better, or he will do better. I mean, it will not be fair for him to talk like that to any artist at all. And then he also said that it wasn't intentional. Like, he wasn't just here to disrespect Adam. But yeah, sometimes you can say things that the person will not be happy with it, and he agrees that it wasn't a good thing to say, so he apologized. Just after that, then the host tried to insult him on behalf of Adam by quoting Adam. Because the host said that don't you think you have foolish mindset, according to Adam's words. And then he said, yeah, Adam is angry.
Yes.
So he will say whatever he is in his heart or whatever, but you cannot repeat it and make it sound like Adam is the one insulting me.
I get it.
Yes, and then he also went ahead to say that, don't you think that you don't know anything in the industry? Like the same line. So obviously the host was trying to ridicule him, or trying to say that you don't know anything to even talk about entertainment issue.
Yes.
And I think that's where Mani also
got angry. Yeah,
not angry, but he
tried to defend.
He was defending himself. That's how I would put it.
Okay.
Like, he wasn't angry. I mean, he know that at that point he knew that he had done something wrong, and he was willing to apologize. But the host wasn't focusing on the apology.
Yes.
The host rather
wanted to point out his foolishness.
Yes, his foolishness, not knowing anything and all that. So he was defending himself in that direction. I remember I even sent him a message like behind the scenes, telling him that he should just focus on the apology and don't talk too much. That's what I sent to him. But I think he had every right to also defend himself if you want to ridicule him because he had made a mistake. I mean, it's part of the game. Sometimes you can say something that genuinely in your heart you think that
you did not mean to cause harm. Yeah, yes, but it will end up.
Yes. And when it happens like that, the best way is to acknowledge that yes, you have made a mistake and you apologize for it. But when people try to use that one to also, I mean, ridicule you or put you in a position that you are nobody to even talk, I mean, you have every right to defend yourself. And I think Manny did exactly that. He just tried to defend himself, and I think he did well. Just that it will come out as if you are not remorseful. That's how it will come out.
They want to go that level.
Yes, because if you are apologizing, then keep quiet for them to insult you. But I mean, what I would say is that he should keep quiet for Adam to insult him.
Yes.
Because Adam has that
Adam
right
is the one he offended.
Yes. But if people outside Adam try to use Adam's offense to do that, I mean, he has every right to defend himself.
And I think I also agree.
Yes, and based on that, I think
we can take anything at all from Adam.
Yes.
But if you are not Adam,
you have no right to.
You can review it, you can critique it.
Yes.
But to insult is another thing.
Yes.
If you are not Adam, you can review it, you can discuss it. And I think among all the panel members, I loved how they spoke.
Yeah.
It was only the host, Kwesi Abuaje, who was trying to be diabolic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adam's word. Like,
yes.
He's just insulting Manny on behalf of Adam. That is it. I mean, if you are not insulting him on behalf of him, you don't ask question like that. You can ask him if what you did, you are apologizing for it, but going forward, what will happen, or why are you now apologizing? I mean, try to be fair. But if you say, don't you think you have foolish mindset, as Adam said, no, you are the one who wants to say that he has foolish mindset. Don't push it on.
Oh, so that was how the question was asked.
Yeah.
Don't you think you
have foolish mindset? As Adam said, then he brought in the Adam part just to say that I'm not the one saying it. Adam is the one saying it. And
don't you think you have foolish mindset?
I think Manny answered him well. He said that yes, Adam is angry.
Yeah.
So Adam can say that. But if you, based on that, you want to also say it, it doesn't mean that you just want to repeat Adam's word. You too, you want to insult me. And he defended himself well on that score. Just that it will come out like he's not remorseful. Yes. And I think he has apologized, and based on the apology, I think he's remorseful. But he will be willing to defend others who want to insult him.
Well, Kojo, let me also listen. Chamo, you can go back a little bit. It looks like you are too close to Kojo. You can go back. Okay, good. Kojo, what do you also? Okay, how was your weekend in Kumasi? And maybe you talk about the money thing, because it was one of the things I wanted to ask you guys about. Personally, I also have my own thing I'll say about that. Yeah, because some things were said that I have to correct.
Kumasi was cool. We had a warm reception, and the fans was ready to receive Wale and Medikal. So it was a beautiful experience from our how we got there, our interactions to through the town and all of that. Everything was.
We actually get here proper.
Yeah,
we actually get here proper. Yeah,
it was a good one. Yeah, to me, Manny's call on radio. I didn't like his approach.
Okay.
I didn't like his approach. He started very well. In fact, behind the scenes, I didn't want him to speak.
Okay.
Yes, so because I know Manny probably may not be able to handle it, and he is into this game. So I want him to. I was expecting him to catch the vibe and play along the line. Somebody want to interview on an issue, trending issue, and you accept to speak. So understand, and we all know in this game we don't have any stupid question.
Yeah,
we only have stupid answers. We can, as a journalist, you can ask any question. Your response will tell how deep you are.
Yeah, that's true.
And so you have every right to say, "Oh, I can't answer that. I will not answer this question." So I wanted it to end with the apology. When he first apologized, he wanted to explain. And that without waiting for the next question. So you see, Manny wanted to make a point. And the point is, I've called you. Okay, let me ask you my question, then you give me a response. That was how it ended. And along the line went off. And when he came back again.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Yeah. When they.
He said, I think I've not listened to that thing. Well.
If you have it, I think it will be fair if we play it.
No, I don't want us to play it. There is no need.
So it was like, okay, what do you think about, what is your take on all the happenings? Then he started with the apology, and he started to add other things. That was where I have a problem.
Other things like what?
Like he was trying to explain. And when you go that tangent, it's like you want to even justify.
No, wait. The question was, what happened?
Yes, like what is your take on everything that is happening?
So okay. he apologized and let you know why he's apologizing.
And so if you give
because the question is big. The question is that open.
No, about everything that is happening.
And that's what I'm saying. So
what he said, the response from everybody.
That's what I'm saying, that Kwesi Abuaje's question was open-ended. It wasn't specific.
Yeah, but that is what I'm saying. If you have apologized, you have apologized. You came here, gave...
because of your analysis that when he said his story, he wanted to explain.
And that is where the problem will be. Because if it is an open-ended question, and you give other reasons, probably the journalist has his set of questions. But based on your explanation, now he will be picking things from your statement and now cross-examine you.
Okay.
So if you end it at the apology level, any question that he asks will be useless. Because when you ask me another question, I will tell you I have apologized. So I think there is no need for it to be labeled.
That is also another point.
Issue.
Yeah.
So that was where I wanted him to go. And so when the line dropped and he came back, yes, it was still the same tangent. He will want to tell you what he wants. This is what I want to say. He doesn't allow the host to even come in. And I think it didn't work well for the public, because when you read the comments and everybody was against Derek. He said he's arrogant, he's this, he's that. And even when he brought in that tribal thing, the host never asked about the tribal thing. And some people are even making it a tribal issue. What the fuck is that? You know, so
that punchline.
To me, I expected him to understand some of these gimmicks. We can't blame the journalist. He called you and you accepted to speak. So it's about how we all bring our knowledge and intelligence
on board.
So when you ask me a question, I need to also answer it strategically, so that in the end everybody will be on a. But if you have apologized and later you come and exhibit another, it's like he's taking back his apology. Because when I want to believe when he apologized, everybody listening will be like, oh, this guy has done a good thing. Then after that, and these are not like questions coming from the whole, because you didn't allow him to flow. If he allowed him to flow and he was asking certain questions, people are also discerning. People who are listening are also discerning. They also know that, but this man has a diabolic mindset because the person has apologized. But it was like a banter, and I know you were a host. If you call somebody on phone and the person does not allow you to even ask your questions, you won't be happy as a host. Because I called you, so let's have a healthy conversation. But if it's like you are telling me things, if I ask you a question and you tell me no, let's talk about this. Let's go this way. So if at the point says, are you telling me what to do? Exactly. So but you can the people may have their diabolic mindset, but always make sure you don't lose the fight with the people. And that is the most important thing. If the people, you are in the good books of the people, if an individual or an institution even try to see you as a bad person, it wouldn't matter. And that is what Shatta Wale always gets. You can get many people hating him, but the public on the streets, he has the love. And that is what we all see. Even at Kumasi, some radio station, you have people calling that, oh, I thought Shatta Wale was a bad person, but after listening to him, I now know he's a good person. I'm now following him because of how he spoke. So on that interview, Manny lost the public battle because of how he positioned himself. And I think we all have to learn from that.
Okay, perfect. Yes, Ro, how about you? Your Kumasi weekend and Derek Money's encounter on Peace FM.
As let me send some warm greetings to our viewers. It was a very eventful weekend. We had lots of work to do, and it was fun as well. The reception was very beautiful. Yes, whilst in Kumasi, we were still following what was going on in the space as far as Derek Money's utterances were concerned. In fact, I was one of the people who I know Derek Money's temperament, and I know how he would want to go at certain things. So initially, I was one of the people who didn't want him to even speak at all. But along the line, I think, yes, he decided to speak, and I also like the tangent at which he went to. That is from the beginning, stressing on the apology and the fact that he wanted that concentration to be there. Now, there were two things that I saw or I noticed from that interview. It was just about the fact that, one, the interview, Derek Money felt at a point he was ambushed. Then the second one has to do with winning the public love. And that was it. And the third one had to do with him defending himself against somebody he has not offended. Okay. So the first one has to do with an ambush. So initially he had the mindset of he would be ambushed. And that was it. Therefore, even from the onset, he built a defense mechanism, which was stamping on the apology. Now, what made Derek Money, I think, went on after stating the apology to explain was out of the fact that the host asked a very vague question that has to do with what is your take. Now, if you should ask the person what is his take, you are now giving him two personalities at the same time. One as somebody in the industry, or let's say an outsider, and also him being in the situation. That is what I think would push Derek Money to even explain more what happened. So now you ask him what is his take. His first take was, okay, he made an utterance Adam didn't like, and first of all, he would like to send an unqualified apology to Adam and anybody who got offended by his utterance. He didn't mean it that way. Adam has registered his displeasure. He has also regretted and stated and given an apology. And he wants people, or he wants everybody to trumpet on the apology. The apology, okay. Now, what will make him move on to explain will be out of the fact that, what about Adam's reaction? So to him, Derek Money felt like, okay, Adam, he has no right, or he has no problem with Adam showing his displeasure. But then he did not mean any harm. Now he is taking himself out of the situation, speaking as a third person, somebody who probably is not in the same is not in the situation. Like, he's just giving his side of a comment. Maybe if you should ask him and he happened to, let's say, Kojokin. So he said that he did not mean any harm, but then Adam has taken an offense to it. So let's go on, because to him, whatever point that he was trying to make was out of something that he was just trying to prove a point. And with the analogy he used, it did not sit down with Adam. Then the host came back again to say, don't you think that the point that you were trying to make made you sound as dumb as Adam stated? And that was where I think he took offense, because he had already given you the situation or the point from his side. Now he is speaking as a third person. So if you should ask him that question, then you are bringing him back to the situation. It is like you asking him to repeat the same mistake that he did, that he made him to come and apologize. And that will be another insult to Adam.
To Money or
to Adam. Yes, it is
if
like
Money had said the same thing.
Exactly. Now you were asking him to go deep. Yes, to go deep to explain what he said and why Adam got angry. It is just like you asking him to repeat the mistake that he did that made him go out to apologize. And what would that be for? You understand? If it is not a different mindset that you have about the whole thing. This is somebody that made a mistake and quickly came to apologize. Whether it was the feedback that he got that made him to apologize, or it was even an advice from somebody, he has seen the need to come and apologize. And he, even from his onset, has stated that let's focus on the apology. Me, for one, at a point, I even got angry. Like, I shared in Manny's anger. Because, yes, Adam has every right to come at him. Because it was Adam that he's offended. But other people took advantage of the opportunity to also attack him, including this platform. So I'm like, okay, if you have a problem with the platform or the person, let it be known. But since you are not Adam, you can only review it. But if you would want to go to the extent of attacking him, that is a no-no. Or attacking the platform that he's on, that is a no-no. And the host even went on to say, okay, so per Adam's comment, don't you think you have a lot to learn even in the industry, or you are not inclined like you make it seem? No way. Because I believe if an artist comes out of a comment that somebody has made on a certain platform, comes out to register his displeasure, does that mean that the person that made the comment is dumb? Then obviously we can get, excuse me to say, lots of dumb people who are leading us in this industry.
But even with what happened, there is no platform in Ghana that has not experienced that before.
That is what I'm saying. That is what
Kwesi Abuaji himself, I think he's a culprit to this.
That is what I'm saying.
Let me add this. There was some encounter with George Quay, Shatta House, and some gospel musicians, something. Later, he was also made to apologize. I don't know if you guys remember. So when he said George Quay was taking bribe from some gospel artists, there was a saga like that.
So I think one of his analysts, a gospel musician or something like that. Yeah. Made such a comment, and later they came to apologize.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the way you are saying it, that's what.
So even my point is that if you are trying to say the fact that he said something and Adam got angry and came at him, made that means that he is dumb or he is not inclined in the industry, then that means we have so many people who are even leading us in this industry that are not inclined, in the sense that even on that same network, they've received 2 suits, 2 found guilty, paid for it. So does that mean that? No, I mean I said on that network, like despite media,
same network,
despite media, they've received 2, paid for it. Does that mean that the people that were found guilty are not industry inclined? No, even he the host himself has received insult. Has received insult from Sarkodie. Has received insult from Shatta, has received insult from so many people. Does that mean that he himself is not inclined? If you would want to create this picture, I think that is what will make Derek Money flare up. Me, if it were to be me, it wouldn't have even gotten there. But then, for you to, because the guy is also trying to win the public sympathy, and your line of questioning or the way you were approaching him, he feels you are just making things worse. He has every right to defend himself. Besides, he is not in contention with you. The person that he is in contention with is there, and he has apologized to the person. So if you want to speak on that matter, then make sure, okay, now just like his mistake was trumpeted, why can't you also help? So we trumpet the apology
because I remember he mentioned something like that.
Yes.
Why you not paying attention to the apology?
Paying attention to the apology. And you were asking, okay, is he the one that is going to show you what to do? And he said, no. The platform that we are on, we are supposed to educate, entertain, and inform. And you ask him again. And you asked him again, is he the one to educate you and your listeners? No, I think that is a huge insult to the recommending personality. If you think whatever he is going to say won't be an educational tool to whatever you are doing, then why did you even call him in the first place? Because I believe even if he says something bad, it will still be educational to whatever content that you are building. Even if he says something bad, somebody would learn from it. So why do you think he doesn't have the right simply because he's done a mistake and he's come to apologize? So you think that doesn't even give him the moral right to even come and educate somebody? That is very unfortunate. So me, that's my take on it. I believe Derek Money built a defense mechanism because he saw an attack on him and his personality, and he has done it so far. The latter of his comment, I didn't like the approach that he went, but hey, you can't blame him. Everybody and his temperament. If I feel as an attack on my personality, the way I would defend myself would definitely be different from the way even Chemo would defend himself.
Yeah.
And that is how man approached the whole situation. So maybe I would say this is just a learning curve to him and all of us, that sometimes we should be very measured in whatever we do or whatever we say, because when something happens, it is not only the person that probably you would offend that will come at you, but even people who have personal issues with you would want to capitalize on it and come at you.
Well, thank you. Let me also say this. First of all, I will not like how Derek Money approached it. Obviously, I will not like it, because if I were to be the one, I would not approach it like that. But once again, because I was not Derek Money. Me, that's how I want to look at it. If I were to handle it, I will not handle it like that. But because I'm not Derek Money, and at that time, we all know what he was suffering. Yeah. So mentally, he wasn't even stable. In fact, such a topic, if I were to treat it, I'll not even call Derek Money. Because I know what has transpired. And I know his apology. Video here, video there, and I know Adam's comments as well. If I were to treat it, I'll not even call him to. If I were to treat it,
you call him for him to do the apology, and then you cut him off.
No, the apology, because he's done it.
Maybe you want him to repeat or say.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why you focus on the apology instead of trying to ridicule.
And that's what I'm saying. If I were to be there, I will not even need it, because apology now what candidate. So to call him to come and repeat it and not cry, a waste of time. If I were to handle it, I'll never call him to come and do any apology. That is point one. Now, point two is also that, yes, you know, as journalists, we also have our aims and objectives of asking our questions. There are some questions that will come to make you look bad. And if I listen to the line of questioning the way they were going, at the end of the day, that's how I can also do the judgment. At every point, because like you said, if the call was to come and let him stamp on the apology, you know what to ask, so he will not go further to come and stamp on the apology. But questions like, you guys are even bringing deep that.
Read Adam's comments and then picked on some of them, like,
don't you think you are
foolish mindset? As Adam is saying.
In fact, that was a low blow to
and then
Derek
the
Money.
other one, you don't have knowledge in the industry.
Yeah.
Based on how Adam.
No, he will never be satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Personally, I could have asked. So Adam has described your action as foolish. What is your response to that? Yeah. Because I am not saying you are foolish.
Those questions, it came out of the heat.
Well, at a point. I'm coming.
Yes.
So you know, wait. I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor. That's why I'm saying that it is because of also the mindset of the interviewee. You understand the mindset of the interview, or the objective of the interview. That is why that heat will come. Because I'm coming. If the interview was not on that tangent, that heat wouldn't have come.
There wasn't. If you hear how he started, he wasn't even pleased. The host was not pleased. He was very calm. But the point was that money wouldn't allow you, and every host will be fed up.
No, wait. I'm also asking. Are you also saying that the money started the interview angry?
When the line dropped, and he came back, okay, he is doing the talking. I want.
Money was angry.
Yes.
From the beginning of the interview.
Not from the beginning. When he apologized.
When the line went off, and Derek Money came.
If we are discussing, we have to play.
Some people haven't also. Derek Money came.
When we
the
play,
host was like
was if you are paraphrasing, I see you quoted a lot of things from the interview, and I bet you if we play some of the things you have paraphrased it. It wouldn't come as the same as you are saying, but when you are quoting,
what the
person said.
So let me say what I want. So let me say what I want to say. When I listened to the interview, I realized that this is someone who has seen a host with a diabolic mindset and a guest with a plan not to allow you to win. That's how I jagged it.
Wow.
Yes.
Something like
Because of my position as a host. Because sometimes you can call someone, this is what you want to achieve. Like this guy, I'm coming to drill him. And when a person also sees that, okay, you want to drill me too, I'll not allow you. That's how it ended. So, in your attempt, like a defender and a striker, you want to beat me too, I won't let you beat me. I'll come hard. That was what I saw. This is a host whose intent was not positive. The intent was not positive. Looking at some of his wording, looking at some of the questions and the style of putting to the guest, it was not positive. So he was also not going to sit down for you to make me look like that. And he decided to also go hard. Of course, that's what I'm saying. I will not endorse how he approached it, especially saying what a fuck and all those. No, all those things were bad. And that's how I see it. Now, on the other side, I'm also disappointed in Kwesi Abuaje a bit. You called me in the morning for the number. Derek Money's number. When you called me, you made it open that, oh, you want to talk to Derek Money, but if it becomes necessary, you might even call me. I said, okay, no, I'll be in Kumasi. But if you want to call me, I'm open. You can call me and all those things. And we ended the call. So while the conversation was going on, and in one of Socrates' questions, Socrates said, oh, I think I want to blame Sammy small because he thought that Sammy could have cut him or Sammy could have corrected it. Then Kwesi Abuaje comes in like, why do you want to blame him small? He could have done better. Don't blame his. Don't give a small blame to, like, give him a bigger part of the blame. I said, how can he give me a bigger part of the blame? Did he also not watch the interview? Because in watching the interview, all of us here disagreed with him. Nobody agreed with him on the show. All of us here disagreed with him. Then when he was continuously on the tangent, then I said, I've collapsed. Someone should take me to the hospital. Maybe Kwesi.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I'm coming to explain that. Maybe Kwesi's social game is down. If your social game is up, when someone says shift and let me collapse, what does it mean? You're not making sense. No. Yeah. No. When someone says shift and let me collapse, it means you are not making sense. In fact, social game, that's what that thing means. Like anywhere when people are making, hey, this is what they say, I've collapsed, it means you are not making sense.
No, but you see, the person was trying to make a point. Everybody disagreed with him. We even tried to interject and even give him better options how he can even present. He did not take those options, but decided to go on his way. Now, the only thing the best we can do, since he was he's the one on the platform, is to allow him flow. Perhaps even at the end, he would make whatever point he was trying to make. The outcome of it will be his own course.
Yes.
And that is what happened. So what would we have done? Like, what could we have done that, okay, let's take him off?
You see, let me tell you something. Last Saturday, I followed the discussion on UTV when they were talking about, what was the topic? No, I think it was not the Elechem topic. I think it was the Denta and the fact that she's helping people go for the camp. And when Bulldog was talking, Bulldog said Ghana is uncivilized.
Yes.
And that.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
When said we are uncivilized and we are stupid. I saw all the strength that Abeku Santana wanted to use to cut him. Was he able to do that?
Still,
he wasn't.
And added uncivilized.
Yes. So sometimes when a guest is aimed at saying something, no matter how then unless you say you not let him talk again. If you want to say then I won't let you talk again, then you can achieve that. But if you say oh no, don't say it this way, you come and say it, what would you do? No, what would you? So when I was watching that program and I saw it, oh, so it is not easy like that as people are making it seem, and as people are making Sammy Flexi look like the bad one who could have stopped it. So I was also not happy that. So I was expecting that when Kwesi called me that morning, if in his thoughts he felt that Sammy Flex should take a larger part of the blame, we could have even started a conversation because I know how he does it. I know Kwesi Abuaje, anytime he wants to discuss a program, he will call, do some background conversation even before he comes on air because I know he's done it with me before. But when you called me, it was just straight. I would want Derek Money's number. You call him and bam, that was all. I sent the number to him. Now you come on air and you say I should take the larger part of the blame because I said I have collapsed. They should take me to the hospital. Without you understanding the motive of which I used to say that.
You have collapsed.
Yes.
And he said you should have made the money retract that statement.
He wouldn't. I can't force him to retract.
Yeah, he said he should have asked.
That's what I'm saying. I can't force him.
Okay, this first statement, retract it. As in, yeah, then. So okay, if you tell him and he didn't retract, then we know that that's.
But this is someone who we have told that stop what you are saying. He won't stop. So how would you tell that same person? It was not as if. No, wait, I'm coming.
I'm just giving an example. On UTV, I watched a submission by Arnold on. I think, and he made mention of something, and Abeku said retract, and he
this is someone who admitted that yes, he admitted. You have to admit first before you can retract too.
So his issue is that if I tell you, Chemo, this statement is unfortunate, retract it, and you don't retract it, they feel like I have done my part.
No, you're not getting me.
Let me put a question to Kojo. When on CTV, you said Black Rasta need for 2-4. If the host had told you to retract that statement, would you have done it?
Wait, I'm telling you, would you have done it?
No, we believe in what you are saying.
Chemo explain to him.
No, Kojo,
you are saying the same thing I said.
Kojo's point is that after that, whether the person will retract it,
the host have done his work.
It's not your case.
What is? That's what I'm.
It's on the guy who.
Then we know that he's a stubborn or he.
No, that's what I'm saying. That from the onset, this is a guy that we've told him that to even stop what he's talking about, he won't stop. So me, I did not see the need that he has even felt repented or he's felt like he said something bad. On the one who's what can be born you. Well, who's what can be born. Yes, so if you wanted me to ask and I did not ask, it doesn't make me part of the blame, or it doesn't make me to take a larger part of the blame like he posited on the show. Because on the program, that was when Secretary, Sammy will take a small part of the blame. He said, no. Why would Sammy take a small part of the blame? And that I should take a bigger part of the blame. Why should I take a bigger part of the blame? And that is also where I felt, okay, if you really wanted to understand my position, I was feeling that you could have also asked me, but I did not ask. And he made reference to some past issue that were on xylophone, and it feels like
he said something and Kwame Dazi gave it to him.
So
he didn't.
All those things make it look like what was the agenda for the discussion? What was the agenda? Oh no, Sammy Flex don't even have
but you see, when we talk the way we are talking now, then the part that we are apologizing will look like are they really serious? That's where we will have issues.
Yeah.
We are still apologizing. We are not saying that what the thing that he said was.
Oh no, we've condemned it several times. Yes.
But you see, when other angles come in and you try to also talk, then that thing will come. That's why some people will advise you just apologize and don't say anything.
And don't say anything.
That's what it is. But sometimes there are people who can't. Yes, but there are people who can't also do that. That's why I sent like background message to Manny that please just stay on the apology. And don't talk much. Like whatever he says, don't go there. Like at that time, for him to. I mean, the attack is coming. Even apart from the on the show one. What didn't watch among
us, I say,
even on our platform, it was even a fight more than the one in public.
But we still apologize. Like people.
Of course. And I think I want to commend the panel who were on the show. I think Arnold Asamoah Beidou spoke intelligently. This guy, Portfolio, also spoke intelligently. Tilly Akwianipa, same way. Kwesi Ernest and Soke, they also spoke well. Of course, they were also being led by the host position. If you listen to Kwesi Abuaje, Kwesi Ernest, and Soke Safo, they were on the same tangent, and the rest were also on a different tangent. And I want to believe it happens. It happens. Just that in cases like this, the substance should be looked at more than the peripherals. That's what I think. The substance. Okay, the guy goofed. What was the situation? He has apologized, but to shift and come and even blame me because Kwesi Ernest also mentioned me, Socrates mentioned me, and Kwesi Abuaje came to top it up that I should even take a major part of the blame. I couldn't take a major part of the blame. We all saw my actions and my intent to even stop him from doing what he was doing, but man will not stop. It is not easy to stop a guest who thinks he's right on what he's saying. It is not. Yes, one of the best things you can do is say, okay, then I'll let you talk again. If you say you don't let a person talk again, then that's fine. But if you say, okay, don't say it, come again, he will say the same thing. Because also person who say, "Asem na okano, unim dia oka." But of course, to Adam, we are sorry, and that's how I want us to end it. Now let's go to South Africa. South Africa, where AKA was shot, and security issues among our celebrities here and there. I don't know what analysis so far we've done on the video, and some reports that a lady who AKA was dating died, and they suspected he was the one who killed or pushed her from some rooftop, and Chabo, you have been home. Analysis you have been home. What have you been reading? What has been your analysis so far?
Conspiracy need a dozen. Conspiracy be brain based on what happened. And well, I think people may have a point there, but it will remain a conspiracy. I mean, some of those things you can't really prove it. It could be coincidence, it could be true, and other stuff, and it's difficult to prove it. So you take it as such. I mean, they said that some people think that the way the lady died, the girlfriend of AK died, was a bit some way like suspicious. That's the word, and they were even suspecting that he orchestrated it or he caused the death of the lady. And so some people think that this is a revenge killing. Then they were also waiting for him to make a mistake for them to take their stand. But even if you take it generally, I think South Africa, they have problems with the guns and then the killings. In fact, not long ago, I think November 20th, there was somebody, DJ somebody. The name is SUM Body. Somebody.
Okay.
Also died at Joburg the same way.
Gunshot.
Yes, but in his case, it was that run-through thing.
Oh yeah,
and then,
drive through.
And then they moved on. Just November, I think 4 months now. And then this thing also happened after 4 months. And they had a lot of killings, even in a party. Somebody, when the mass shooting, about 8 people died. So South Africa in general, I think they have that problem. The gun killing people and all that. And for this one, because of the conspiracy theories here and there and what people are saying, it makes it look like, and unfortunately it wasn't only him who died. There was his manager too died. He was
that is confirmed then.
Yeah, he was so close, so he also got some shots and died. And
so it was not a guy who was hugging him.
No.
Because I'm rather hearing the guy who was hugging him, he died.
The manager was close to him like that, and then the shot also.
The way the shot was fired, would it attack someone else again?
Yes, the one with the white shirt getting that close. Like, it's like you are on the same line. So the bullet can go through and
so it penetrated through the head, or
no? It wasn't one shot. It wasn't one shot.
Maybe they missed one, and
it wasn't one shot. I think it was about three. It was about three shots, like continuous like that. So one would put him down. Whoever was there may also catch it, and it's sad.
Oh, sad. So he and the manager that.
Yeah. The name is Mocho or something. It's difficult to pronounce anyway. So MOATSE, something like that. Yeah, so people can check. And I think the problem, the general problem is with the gun issue that South Africans have. And I think even their Minister for Culture and Entertainment, she's been speaking and saying that I think it's time for them to do something about it. It's about time. Because we can't just be losing, not just any ordinary people. I mean, big guys, Lucky Dube issue, AKA, and then the DJ somebody's issue. I mean, it's not cool, but it's also sad for the family. The family members for AKA, they are not happy with this and they are mourning. And I think we should all join them and tell them to, take heart. This is one of those things. It's not the best for anybody to lose their loved one like this. This is not cool. But it has happened. What can we do? And people, because of the conspiracy theories, people are also accusing the ex-girlfriend's family. So they quickly came out to also issue their condolence and trying to clear air that this is not something that they will be happy about. They lost their loved one equally, but they can't just be happy that someone is dead. And so they also came out with their condolence and other stuff. And I think we should take it like that, and the conspiracy theory should come down. When you do things like that, it makes it difficult for even the police to do the investigation, to get the motive behind it. If it is revenge killing, later we may find out and see how to prevent such things. If it is one of those things, like maybe he was even the wrong target or something, then we will know what to say or how to go about things. So I think the conspiracy theory should stop. This is a sad moment for South African entertainment and even Africa as a whole. Yes, and we should just mourn with them and just send our condolences.
What does this tell you about celebrities and their security, looking at how this happened?
Yes, several ones, we know that it's part of their lifestyle. I don't know, like they are always making enemies that they are not even aware of, based on the things that they will do or how they go about their things. Some people will be so angry with them that they may even try to do something to them that they are not aware that they are doing them any harm. So I would advise that if you are an entertainer and now you are that big, you should be serious about your security. Very, very serious. That's why when I remember when Cardi B came here, she was sitting in an open place, but you can't get close.
Yes,
you can't get close. And I think for Americans, I think they understand it. And for them, what has been happening there, I think they
in
know.
America in recent times, one artist was also shot dead like that.
Yeah. For them, they daily dose.
I think it was Pop Smoke, huh?
Yeah. So yes. So I think our entertainers, they should take their security very, very serious. It should, like, now they should think about it again. Even if forget about you thinking that you have not done anybody anything. No. You can't predict what people will take. What people will take offense. Yes. They can take offense based on your lyrics, based on some song that you did that they are not happy with. Like it could be a whole lot. So I think they should just take their security serious and to prevent some of the. Sometimes it will happen, but if you have the means, I think you should do better. Yeah, that's it. I
see. We have been working though, but what have you been able to gather?
It has, of course, if the person is a popular person, the conspiracy theories will be flying here and there. Rumors will be talk of town. But until maybe there's an official statement from an investigation done into it, these conspiracy theories and rumors it will be very difficult for you to say, let's tone it down. And different versions of the same story will erupt in the space. So it is normal. My focus would have to be like general, like you said, the security as far as celebrities is concerned. It is very sad. I look at some of our celebrities and sometimes I even get scared for them. It is not even out of the fact that they've even offended somebody genuinely though, but sometimes even any unknown enemies that somebody can just get angry at you simply because he met you in traffic, tried to talk to you, and you did not mind. Or even met you at a public place, tried to even take a picture with you, and your security guys did not even allow him. Let me, just a very typical example that is very popular is Nasty C and Sarkodie. So assuming Nasty also had a very dark mindset and has some things that probably he can go on that tangent as to even harming somebody. Even out of this crying can cause somebody to harm you.
Yeah.
And yes, the first form of security starts with you. That is what I would say. So even if you're a big celebrity with all the top security guys around you, I believe that yes, they should also be very security conscious. Of course, you can't be always upright. Like you can't always be conscious. Get it right. But then if you're able to get the basics right, and especially if you know that the level you've gotten to, you've sensed some threats on you, then I believe that there should be that conscious effort to make sure, okay, even if you don't have anybody around you protecting you, because see, your security cannot be with you 24/7. Your security cannot be with you. Even you Ankasa, you will not allow your security guy to be following you everywhere. There are times that you would just want to drive as a normal person through town like that. Even if your glasses are tinted, maybe you would want to do that without your security detail or your security guys around you. It is like that. And I believe at that point, you should be able to grow that security conscious mindset to know that, okay, if I am driving and I see him, I should be alert. Yeah. Anytime we are driving with you, last cry, this and once never point before we senses here, all the 7 senses, and then I'm all around. Yes, and it is like that. It is unfortunate that level beyond security I'll be to me afford it. Every level and the kind of security you can afford. Somebody like Amrado probably cannot afford the same security somebody like Sarkodie or Shatta or Stoneboy would afford. It comes with your level. But let's all try our best. And for South Africa, it is I feel very sad for them. Because see, gone were the days about 10 years ago where Africa's entertainment hub was South Africa. Everybody was going to South Africa either for a video shoot, for an event, for a collaboration, or whatever. But now looks as if some of these things, the high or destiny of gun culture in there is taking it away from them gradually. From the xenophobic attack saga and all these things, the theft, the high risk of kidnapping and all that in there is gradually taking it away from them. And you can't take the creative art out of the economy. It plays a very huge role in your economy. So if some of these things you begin to lose them, it is even one of the reasons most African countries are now benefiting, getting some spotlight on their entertainment shows, because South Africa is losing it. And the earlier they come to that realization, the better. And the fact that they are also not, it is not only South Africa that has lost some of their celebrities like this. Like you said, Pop Smoke was also lost like this. But then, with South Africa, it is very difficult for them to even come out with even a solution, or let's say after the person dies, there's an investigation taken into it and say, oh, we caught this person was the cause, or this and that was the cause of it. What was the cause of, who was apprehended in Lucky Dube shooting? Nobody. Who was apprehended in DJ Somebody shooting? Nobody. How will this go? It is almost the same prediction, and that even people would not even love to even visit the country, whilst they are even trying to make that place another tourism destination hub in Africa. It will be very difficult for them. So the earlier they start looking into this, the better for them.
Koto, how about you? Celebrities and securities using the AKA case study.
South Africa. 27 July 2022. BBC News Johannesburg. They did an article. So on average, nearly one person an hour is shot dead in South Africa. One person an hour? How?
There's an institution who said 30 people a day.
A day. So they are gun freak. They are trigger happy South Africans, especially the black community. And I have an experience. I think 5 years ago, they shot my cousin just like that. He has been in South Africa for 11 years. And he was shot. Say one night he visited a friend on his way home. They attacked him and shot him. Just like that. We brought him down. We buried him. So South Africa, when they talk about guns, I know. And my friend went there, he said, it's easy. You can walk and see that they have displayed guns on the table selling.
Wow.
like anybody at all, and it's cheap. Almost everybody you meet has a gun.
Do they manufacture guns?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they may have some companies.
Everybody, so it's like you can't stay there without a gun.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my friends. He's there. He's a pastor there. And when we're doing live video, he showed me. He went to his room where his gun is.
A pastor.
Oh yeah.
So for crap on
Charlie, this place is not easy. So you see, this is where my gun is. And whenever he's driving, he has it. So if you come, he has to
Defend
himself. And so it's almost like not a place for you to be. And my senior brother is there as we speak. We want him to come home, but it's another story.
Maybe he's making money. So
that place is terrible.
But I hear it depends on how you move and what you do.
Oh.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah,
You can't be free there. You can't be in South Africa and tell me you are free. Anytime you are walking or moving around, you are very careful. You are very, very careful. If you find yourself in places where the whites dominate, probably you'll be a bit free. But when they don't like working, and when they see that other Africans come in there and they are excelling, it's a problem. They can just attack you and kill you for no reason at all. And what happened to AK is very bad. It's terrible. With security, I think it'll be God, though. It'll be God, because you can do your humanly best. What if they are shooting from afar? We have snipers who want to even attack you. They don't need that close.
Do you know, sometimes I even tell myself that, you see the artists who perform on stage, if someone really wants to gun them, like you are on the stage, the person can go and fly on some tree and just gun you down.
They don't need to come close. They don't need to come close. They can fire you from, and that will be even easier. That one, you will see anybody. The moment fired, this one, they just got too closer, which was very risky, because you could easily be apprehended. But when somebody wants to...
I'm sure the person did not want to try and miss.
No. There are some...
It's when you want to do it from afar, there are very few people who can do that. So it's
that's what I'm saying. Unless you are a sniper, like you're trained.
So it's expensive for
that's why
people to go that tangent.
Oh, but if you are, let's say, standing on the street and I want to gun you, I can still do it.
It takes a lot of skill.
But do you think people
really
don't have
difficult.
skill?
Oh, yes,
No, unless you are trained.
Of course.
It's so difficult.
If I want to...
So those who do that, they charge and people can't pay them.
Yes.
That's why we don't see many of
The
such
point
things.
is we have people who are skillful with that.
Yeah.
So when they want to gun you down, and it wouldn't be the same person who want to gun you. Some will contract people.
Yeah.
But
that's what Chemo is saying. It is so expensive
that
you cannot just pay.
Yes.
That's why we are not seeing more of that.
Yes.
And so it is God. You can do your best, whatever, get everybody. Where they will pass and get you, you wouldn't even know. Some can even use women. Because when you are in your low moment, when you are in, you cannot forever be cautious. You will be in your low moment. There are times you tell you, go. I don't want you guys to be a go. Before you realize. So what I think is, don't make too much enemies. If as much as possible, there are people, you mentioned some scenarios that people will hate you for no reason. That one is out of your control. But the ones that you are conscious of, you may want to avoid them. And if you have issues with people, at least try and settle it.
Out, yeah.
Yes, because when you live it like that, people now harboring issues because you're a public person. You always need to make an appearance. You always need to be somewhere. And so if people want to gun you down, it will be easier. So this case is very difficult. But for security, I say security is more about the brains than physical.
Okay.
Because experts will tell you that you need to have the mindset that can spot threats from afar.
Yeah.
Before they even get closer. Because the best way to defend is to attack. If you always wait for you to defend, then you may lose. And so what they need to do is to seek expert advice. We know most of our stars have their personal security. The knowledge wouldn't be as somebody who is a policeman or a military man. So what I think they need to do is occasionally they can take their men to the experts for training.
People don't do.
Which is very, very important, because I can read your gestures that this person, he can climb the stage. I can read you, and lo and behold, you can get that. There are antics where when you go to school, it's like you are a professional teacher and somebody who is just a secondary school leaver. Yes, we are all teaching, but there are certain techniques that I know that I can apply. So I think they need that formal training as well. And I don't think it will cost. If you call the police, the IGP or anybody now, I want my security men to come for a tutorial kind of. I think they will love that. They will be happy. Because you can't always get the police to be following you everywhere. But you have your own security people. Let them be train them. And we have experts who knows about how to even manage crowd and all of that. Okay, when you see somebody doing this is what you have to do. If you see somebody, and they will add it to whatever they know. We have a video. So I think we have to now. It is becoming serious. And if you are an artist, I imagine how you feel. Even those those in even South Africa and in Africa. Whenever you hear this, the trauma and
the fear of God
exactly. So what can you do? Yes, if you think you have identified some loopholes in your immediate security, then make amends, because you may be there. You need them, and at times it may not be your fault, but maybe somebody's blunder, and this thing will happen. We can analyze the situation and see where the blunders are coming from. Probably from the security men. As Chemo said, Cardi B was there, but you can't get close. You don't see that they are surrounded, like they are policing him. No. They are advantage point. So the moment you make a move, they know that no, it won't happen. So we need to get that technique. Almost every Ghanaian artist who are the top, who controls numbers and all of that, it's high time they seek for professional intelligence, security intelligence, which is very key. When you go to the US, there are some small boys, tiny. What those guys can do. One of my cousins is there. It's very tiny, like short.
And their security
the things that they do, go who you are before you. Name me, you know, by I could be was hey, my bomb you. My bomb you see ya. I mean, the Okano be a does make a win. We have my bomb you see ya. Put the munji. So it is more, and that is what the police do. Police will tell you our strength is in our numbers. It's not about me, I'm a whole thing, but when we are many, we use our intelligence more than maybe the physical. Because with the physical strength, you ever meet somebody who is more powerful than you. But it's your intelligence that will beat them to it. So let's all be careful.
Because let's go to Kumasi. Anything you want to talk about Shatta, Wale and Medikal, as well as Asaka, and anything you want, let's do that review and run away.
Yeah.
From the Kumasi city tour and all those things.
Yes. Yes, Shatta, I think we all have a lot to learn from him. And I love the fact that now he has seen the need to carry journalists with him to wherever he goes. And it's like when we go out there, we also have the advantage to also learn certain things. In the long we come back and also give advice to him to also better the things he do. I'm even writing an article, and when we were in town and I saw the love people were showing to him, I'm like, the bad guy This is a supposed bad guy
for the industry.
Yes, but commands love out there. How do we marry the two? When you go there, market women, elderly people, men and women alike, children, everybody rushing just to catch a glimpse of Shatta Wale. And when you see the joy in their faces, it's not like, no, they are just coming to see they love him. And that is what has sustained him. But for some people, he wouldn't have been here by now. But upon, even at times, he also goes off board. All his blunders and all of that, you could see the love out there. And I wonder how he does it. I wonder how he does it, because if it would have been just communication on media, and the people are listening, then he wouldn't have even gotten a chance. Yes, but no, you see, people when they hear certain things, it makes them hard. Okay, then that person is bad. But when you go on the street, it's a different ball game altogether. And so I wonder how he does it. And I think his communication, I need to commend him for his communication prowess. Shatta Wale has grown to a point that he knows what to say when it's in the public. Because radio, TV, whenever you are there, know that you are talking to a different kind of audience. The same audience that follows you on your social media, they are entirely different from those on radio because of how formal this structure is. And that thing, he has always been careful with it whenever he's on radio. And I've listened to a couple of his interviews, most of them. After the interview, the comment is, I didn't know he was like this. He's jovial. No, he's a good person. People have said he's a bad person, but now no, I'm a fan now. Although exactly, and it has been running through, and that is a great thing that he has, because you don't have to lose that social credibility. Yes, you can lose everything, but the social credibility is on point, and that is why all the time these brands keep rushing to him for activations. Because, like, if I imagine how the Lawson Herbal man will feel, because you are in town, this guy is coming to do activation for you, and the moment they took him to town, everybody is rushing to see him. So almost half of the job is done. So I congratulate him for that. Yes, from the show, everything went on well. People came in their numbers. Kumasi people showed that yes, they can pay and enjoy Shatta Wale. In fact, they couldn't get enough of him. Even when he wanted to stop, they were calling for more. So he had to give them another 30 minutes, and still they weren't satisfied because yes, they miss Shatta Wale. They don't get that frequently. So when they got him, they wanted to squeeze every bit from him. And kudos to Medikal as well. So far, we are enjoying their union, and that is what we want to see, that Ghanaian musicians can collaborate. If you say an individual can kill 1,000, if we are two, we can kill 10,000. So when we put energies together, we can always bargain for more and also get more for ourselves. And so God bless Shatta Wale, and he should keep doing what he does best. Okay, Chemo, you were not there, but I believe you've seen photos, videos out.
I've seen some highlights and one or few things about it. And I think big ups to him and what he's doing. You can't ignore, like, no matter what, you have to say something, because that's what everybody is talking about. So you don't have option to ignore him. But I think he's doing something right by going with media people. I think is whoever advised him to do that is a good advice. I think Shatta should pay that person more. It's a good one, because before what we are seeing, like recently, people were even saying that he has lost that power. I mean, he's not as he used to be. People are not putting him on the show and all that. I mean, those comments were coming at some point. But now, when you see this, what are you going to say?
Yeah,
like what are you saying now when you see these numbers? You have nothing to say. He is still in the game. He still has the influence, and he's doing his thing. I mean, if you want numbers, if you want resource, he will be one of the best options to take.
Yes.
Especially
but at the moment, if it is event,
when you are doing an activation, when you are like you want numbers, you want people to come out, and you put Shatta Wale, then you just want to waste your money.
Where are you going to again?
You just want to waste your money. If you are doing an activation, if you want people to be aware of a product or something that you are taking out, and you need musicians to come on board, and you bypass Shatta Wale, you just want to waste your money. He has done it. We're proving him. And the street, they love him. Yeah, but Kojo was saying that based on what some people say about him in the media.
Okay, so let's use the industry and the street.
Yes. I think
based on what the industry says about him and what the street also says.
Yes. I think he's winning because you see, when he comes out from apart from the talking points that he will give in when he's with the industry people, he talks so well, as Kojo said. I mean, you can't take it away from him. He will say all the right things, and then again, when he's even outside the media and he's doing his own things, he will also speak so well for the people on the street to feel that he's part of them. I think he has identified himself with them. So when you even say bad things about him in the media, they will love him the more because they see themselves as he's part of them.
Okay.
So when you say bad things about him in the media, the people outside there feel that you are attacking their own, not the other way around, that you are convincing them. No, because of what he has done with the street already. Like he's going out there spraying money, throwing money to them, and then you come on the media and say what about him? No, they won't take it, because when he's outside, he's not like the way you guys are talking about him. And after all, if he's even doing something bad, it's with you, not us. Shatta Wale nye why na why nyina no what he does with the media, or the media no na enya on the street no.
Okay.
Oko street ni man ne kasa is different.
Or a different person.
Like I'm part of you. I'm a hustler. I'm like you. Me too. You too. You go make it kind of thing. And you know they take certain kind of inspiration. They won't get that inspiration when the media is talking about him. And so when you say anything negative, the people outside there will know definitely that no, you are not seeking our interest. That's why he's still winning out there. And some of these things is really, really good to just stamp his feet on that thing. Like he's all over the place, loved by all people when you get out there. So those of you who are talking whatever you want to say about him within our media space, the people outside there will not care. In fact, it will even strengthen the love that they have for him. Because now they will also feel that media name them. As you said, you movie advising crowd say onya is asem neka. Asem no onya can because all the media people on a specific ones be wasama, he can just go and deal with them. But instead of going generalizing it, and even saying that's why when he says that it's not the media who made me, I disagree. Because even what the media people are saying, that is negative. That's what is strengthening the people outside, because they think
But see, let's take the callers case. Someone calls, I thought you were a bad person, but for what I listen. So it means we have a lot of those people because of what they have heard
from the media.
So that thing is, you can't tell me you are telling negative things about me and that is promotion.
No,
because if like people who are very discerning, who can say, okay, I haven't encountered this person, so I want to encounter the negativity myself before I make a decision. But 1,000 of them, the moment they hear, oh, Sammy Flex is a bad person, A, B, C, D, that is all.
With you.
Until they meet you or they have an encounter, whether close or far, before we can change that perception.
Yes, Kojo, I agree on that score. But the point I'm making is that for those who have tuned their mind that they are with Shatta Wale, that thing strengthens them. And those who have not met him, but feel that he's a bad boy or he's not good as the media are saying, he will go on radio as he went the other day, and then also do the counter. So oko media no so nanka osan no mo ye exchange ni wo so a eho enen ko mo nya no. That's why I'm saying that, because when he's in an interview on radio, he talks so well. No, it's not once. It is said wow can sha enya ho no kodidi media bi atam say wan no ebe prove your point.
No FM na.
Sa oba ofri wa no odidi
FM na.
And can nsem no. And as when he is on the platform and nkrofo ni gu ho na. And can nsem no. And those things that he's been saying, no, he says them for those people to be behind him. And I make us say what can be a year, because the way he says them, no, sometimes or the ongophobia or money ni issue come because Otimika say the people on the street made me, not you the media, but the people on the street, they listen to the media, just that they are not going with the media people, they are going with you based on how I want to so okan some chira. And you know, he has done well. And as I said, if you want to activate a product and if you want something to be popular in Ghana here and you bypass Shatta Wale, you just want to waste your money.
Okay, Ro, finish and let's wrap up. Our time is up.
Let me say big ups to Dr. Lawson and his likes. I think they are doing very, very well for the industry. Okay. It is not a small decision for you to say that, oh, I want to do activation. If we should call a marketer, I'm sure the marketer can list about 100 ways you can activate your product, and this would be one of the options. And if you decide to do this, then whichever industry that you would want to use them as a marketing tool for your product, will be very thankful. So I want to say big ups to them. And for Shatta Wale, the conversation, I have lots of things to say. I think one day I would also want to do a session like being close to him or being close to an artist of his caliber. I think that there's a lot to learn. If there are huge scholars in this space, I believe one of the ways they can make themselves useful is by getting close to some of these people, the Shatta Wale and his likes, and make sure they jot something down for future generations. It is a lot. There's a lot to learn, because this is somebody that is almost having an alter ego, like two personalities. You see him here and he is this. You see him there and he's a totally different person, and you ask yourself, okay, so how is he doing it? And the only person that can explain is the person who is playing that character. Yeah. And that is him. When you should look at the love that he gets on the street, the acceptance, the craze for him, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, and this is somebody that, yes, as much as he will not be in everybody's good books, he tries as hard as possible to make sure he gives you the best. Yes, there are so many people that have had bad encounter with him and even his peers, but hey, the people that have also had good encounter with him will also give you some huge heartwarming testimonies about him, and it feels good. If you should look at the spectacle he put out in Kumasi, at a point I was like, hey, inti wombre. Left to me alone after that media rounds and through town, through the streets, like he should have gone to sleep
and no wake up again.
Uncle Dana, the Julia cover flight couldn't feel.
I didn't know about.
Yes, but you see the effort in which he put in the job is mind blowing. Yes, sometimes some people would want to capitalize on so many loopholes to say me. Even him cry sometimes. Yes, he has even had an encounter with other people where he did not perform. But if you should get him into the job, if you get him into the mood, the kind of effort or this shit you man, Emma Adrian say, hey, is this the same person that? And if we are talking about people who are still giving good face about this industry, he plays a very major role. I know he will tell you, I know the industry, but I know in fact, he's an industry. He is a whole industry, because for somebody to be able to touch different aspects of the creative, Shatta Wale, a musician, he's the creative arts industry. Every part of the creative arts industry he's tasted. Music, movie, politics, art, as in art design. Like, which part? Which part hasn't he tasted? Including going off the industry to even activate a whole company, totally different from what he's known for. That is the Shagzy brand. And look at the effort in which he even put in activating that. So I would say congratulations to him, and congratulations to Lawson Herbal Center for that beautiful event they did. It is also adding up to the creative arts economy and the Ghana's economy at large. Congratulations to them.
All right, so once again, let me also add my congratulatory message to Shatta Wale and the team for what they have been doing over the years and getting closer, giving me the opportunity to come closer to learn and also to support his talent. I see that, work has gone into what they have done. So today, if they are enjoying from their fruits or their benefits, then everyone should come to understand it. It is not easy working with Shatta Wale. And when I say it's not easy working, I don't mean the negative way. I mean that it's not a party. If you are going with Shatta Wale to work, it means you are going to work. Like, you are not going to have a party, because you are going to do everything some. At the point you're a security person, at the point you're a media person, at the point you're a production. Like, you have to be part of everything. Because, for instance, when you see someone coming to maybe hug him unnecessarily, you not stand there to watch because you say, oh, me, I'm not a security person. So the person just, you try to do it. And this is what will be happening around him. So when you are working with Shatta Wale, you have to get all the 360 idea about the operations of the industry. And I think that's what we've been seeing. Kumasi showed love, and now I'm getting to know where his fan base is even stronger. And I think what I witnessed in Kumasi confirms to me that maybe after Accra, Kumasi might be next. I'm yet to taste the other regions. Second day, it was big, but second day they were not ready to spend, so I'm not able to jag them so much.
Maybe Kumasi and
yeah, Brekum 2 was good. Yeah, Brekum 2 was good. And I want to see the northern side too. How the northern side. So we will get the opportunity to even do, and maybe one day we'll come up with a rating.
Ranking.
Yes, we come up with a ranking where his fan base is really strong. But so far, so very good. Some of them are really into him, and we pray that it continues like that. We also pray that someone who has this following will also do all the things right sometimes. He might not get it right, but at every point in time, he needs to also make sure that what he's doing is going to influence the people. Because what I saw when we were doing the KJTR rounds, I said, this is the envy of politicians. This is the envy of politicians, because I know one politician might go there and nobody will be minding. But when the people hear that he's coming, they start running to face him, knowing that he'll come and pass.
Story buildings.
No, like it was crazy. At the point I was telling Kojo, so I said something. Let me say it here too. I said, Shatta Wale will be a case study based on how his music career will end. Because I was telling Kojo that, so if after all these things, one day he ends up not in the positive, and in the positive, I mean, if it doesn't go the way he planned his life, like, and things turn, and things turn, then what will be it? So yes, I'm sure, like, that should be the study. Like, he's going. How is he going to end it? Then we use it to advise everybody in the space that, hey, obi bye, say no, then saying, and I'm sure so far he's getting it right until the results. So far, he's getting it right until the
justify them.
Exactly. So yes, big ups to him and to his team members. I know, like I said earlier, it is not easy to be him. It is not easy to even be around him. So how much more him? On this note, we want to say thanks to you for spending time here with us. The week has started, and I believe today we've suffered some blackouts from morning in Sotum, so we've not been giving you fresh content. But tomorrow, everything will be coming back and more. Just watch out for some more. Let me say thanks to the Jetta Rasta, to Gideon Nilam Tessin, who actually did the work today, and to Richie Flex, who is the editor director of the show. Kojo here is our artist, and also he has his song banging. Kojo, Be Kind is still doing well.
Yes. He's doing very well. Now I'm doing more interviews.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know, right? I know,
interviews
right? Kumasi, it's unfortunate we couldn't do some interviews.
Yes. I'll find time, then go there.
Yeah, no, we have to actually plan our regional agenda as well.
Exactly.
We'll be going here and there.
Sure.
Actually,
Because
you did some Takra Day rounds. So
yeah, I did.
Let's see how best we can also plan our thing before the next agenda comes through. Thanks to Intimdo Solomon, our online manager, to Roland Amate, who is also a digital person or who is ready to publicize your event as a publicist and also a talent manager. Thanks to you guys for watching. My name is Sammy Flex. We'll do it again, but to our brother Derek Money and to those who were offended by his actions, we want to say sorry. We cannot cut the ties away because our baby poo-pooed on it. We can only clean it and make it work. So you should see him very soon. My name is Sammy Flex. We are out of here.